Hey, it's Sheep Guarding Llama. It's October 18th, 2019. Welcome to day 4 of doing the video blog on here. And today was a wild one, for real. So we started off the day. It's Friday. Got to do some early morning meeting. We have a 9 o'clock meeting that we do every Friday morning for about half an hour, sometimes an hour. By the way, this is my all-time favorite mug. This is my Fox that Liesl made me for Christmas. Got my coffee. And um, so did our morning meeting. That went well. Nothing special. Worked for about 2 hours. And then I had a meeting at noon. Now, we knew we were going to have this meeting. So this is absolutely crazy, right? So we knew we were going to have this meeting, and it was a sales meeting that we had requested, right? So we went to a vendor that we work with. We do all kinds of business with them. We're like, hey, there's this product that we'd like, if you had, do you have it? And they're like, actually, we do. Let's have a call. And so they put together like all these people. We have the top reps from places. We got the VP of something, and like this was really kind of a slam dunk. All they had to do was kind of tell us about the product, tell us how much it cost, and when we could get it, and we'd be done. Well, so the call started off okay, but really quickly became their pricing was just so out of line with reality that the discussion seemed absurd, right? So it was about 10 minutes in, and we're like, this makes no sense. We're looking at between a 1 and 2,000% increase over what we're doing today, and all it is slightly handier, maybe, except what we have today is in place and working, and this is a complete change to something that we can't even look at yet. So that was crazy. And on its own would have just been that's unfortunate. Here's why we won't consider your product, because obviously we're not going to pay 2,000% more for something. You got to be a pretty big slam dunk to get someone to pay 2,000% over what they're paying today, without providing a really clear value, and that would have been okay, right? But instead of just accepting the fact that they didn't have a product that made sense for us, it really quickly devolved to the VP browbeating us, and one of our complaints was their product wasn't enterprise enough, even for really small customers, and started browbeating us about how his enterprise customers needed right like needed this product. And it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense at all, because we just explained that it's not enterprise enough for entry level customers, right? So completely off the rails, started berating us for not being big enough, like just lied up and down about stuff, and eventually I called him out, and we're like, okay, so you said this thing that makes no sense. Can you explain, right, a bit behind this, because I think you just explained why the thing that you said isn't true, and got a total fight or flight response, and just panicked and got angry and just wouldn't back down from what were really obvious lies and a lot of really obvious incompetence with like not understanding the customer, not understanding that we work in IT, right? Didn't really simple baseline IT things he was getting wrong, and couldn't carry on a conversation at even a really high level, even like a product level, with a technical customer, let alone a technical level, right? So this was bad. Like this was going really really badly on a didn't come across as competent, didn't come across as professional, didn't come across as honest and trustworthy, right? And so this just evolved, and eventually the reps were like, we have to end this call now. And then we ended up having calls with them and talking about what happened, and having internal calls, because we had multiple people on the call, and one of them is a cop or an ex-cop, and is like, I know when I'm being lied to, that's my job, right? And was like really grilling the guy on the phone, like, why are you lying to us? Why would you do this? How can we trust you after you've behaved this way, right? So this went really really badly, and I got called within 5 minutes, right, within 30 seconds of the end of the call, instead of, hey, let's buy this product that we called to find about buying, immediately I was called with well, we have to fire this company and move on. Like, it was really like, this is a train wreck of a call. Just unbelievable to have witnessed how badly this went. And this was handing them on a plate the entire sale, right? There was no nothing. So So then we ended up getting escalated all the way to the CEO and ended up spending almost 3 hours on the phone with the CEO in the afternoon. And I think they did a really good job. And then the whole thing went well. And it was a good conversation. And we're going to circle back next week. But this was just an unbelievable situation. And it ended up taking the entire day. Like that was the core of the day, because it started at noon. We spent at least 2 hours dealing with it nonstop until 2 p.m. Had a tiny break, and then it picked up and went until like 5, nearly 5. And then I did about another 2 hours of work after that, because I obviously had to catch up. It like completely ate my whole day when it was supposed to be like a 30 to 45 minute thing. And then was actually able to knock off and have some dinner. We watched some Star Trek Voyager as the adults, and then I took the evening and went and played Nancy Drew number 22, which is Trail of the Twister, with the girls. We actually played till about 1 o'clock in the morning, because we don't often get a chance to really play. So we did that, and that was awesome. We had a lot of fun. So that was my Friday. That one call completely determined my entire day. It was just nuts, but it was really interesting, and I think a lot of stuff's going to come out of it, and I think there's a lot of good for them. Like, I think it's good all around, because it exposed a bunch of things, people and product, and a lot of stuff. Yeah, because our reaction to it was like, this is crazy, and their reaction to us thinking it was crazy was anger, and that's not where anyone wants to be, right? So I think it exposed things, just in a poor way, but very, very interesting for a Friday. So I'll see everybody tomorrow. I got nothing else. I don't even know what happened around the house yesterday. It was that crazy.